How's it going, Top 4 TV? My name is Jack and welcome to my preview for Nottingham Forest versus Swansea at the City Ground. So yeah, absolutely buzzing for this one. It's going to be such a massive game. Yeah, 3 games to go. Last home game of the season. A huge chance of automatic promotion. 3 games from victory, 3 games from glory. Oh my word. Oh, it's a huge game today, lads. I mean, I don't need to stress the importance of this one. I think you all know exactly how big this match is. Absolutely massive for our season. Absolutely massive for the just everything that we've been achieving under Steve Cooper today. The last 3 games must wins, as the last 5 have probably been, to be honest with you. We're hunting down Bournemouth, and if Blackburn can do us a job, Ben Brereton back at the club that brought him through, or helping the club that brought him through. Yeah, it could be a huge day in the automatic promotion race, and it feels weird to be sat here in late April, still absolutely on the edge of my seat about Forest, hoping that we can do something that's going to get us promoted. It's crazy, closest we've been to. It wasn't late April because of COVID and that, but it was Sabri, and that was just trying to just climb back that playoff place that will not really climb back, but just keep hanging on to it, which we didn't. I was speaking to a friend last night actually, and we were talking about sort of all the bad times that the Forest fans have had over the last 20 odd years, that this year would make it all worth it. If we go up this year, it'll all be worth it. And I was saying sort of the closest we've been is Sabri. But after lockdown, we bottled it horrendously, and I checked, we only won twice. That was at home to Huddersfield 3-1 and home to Bristol City, I think 1-0. So yeah, it wasn't great. We needed 1 point from our last 3 games, didn't get it. But this season feels totally different. We're riding the crest of a wave. Steve Cooper's got us playing football that's not always easy on the eye, not always eye-catching football, but football that gets the job done. You saw Fulham, it was a performance that got the job done. And at this time of the year, it's about getting the job done. It's not about making, your team play lovely football and springing passing moves that every team and every player in the team touches and stuff like that. I mean, if that's the case, if that's what we need to do to score the goals, then absolutely fantastic. But, if it means having to sit back and battle and take that one scrappy chance that we did against Fulham, we need to do it, because I think it's just so important that at this stage of the season we just do what is needed. If we need to score 3 goals to combat 2 that Swansea may likely score because they are so good going forward, then that's what we need to do. If we can sit back and defend and have to just rely on us trying to get that 1 goal, do it. Whatever it takes to get the 3 points at this stage of the season, we need to do it. It's not about, a lot of fans that I've heard sort of like Chelsea and that complaining about, we win games but we don't play nice football. I don't care. My friend asked me in the group chat, would you be against Forest playing defensive football? I don't care. I don't care how we play in the last 3 games as long as we get 9 points. I could not care less. I'm not bothered about free-flowing, attacking, entertaining football. I just want us to win the game. I just want us to get all 3 points. I want us to be standing there at the end of the game with more goals than our opponents. I don't care about how we do it, as long as it's obviously within the laws of the game. I just want us to play the game however it needs to be played. Play the game, not the occasion, you know what I mean? Just focus on the game, play it how it needs to be played in that game. Don't worry about how it looks or anything like that. Just go out there and get the 3 points today. It's so important that we do that. It's imperative, because we've got so far and become so close to doing this. To miss out now, to drop points now, to bottle it now would be so painful. I know we'd probably do really well in the playoffs, but we want to either go into the playoffs with as many points as we could possibly get and still be riding that wave, or just go up automatically. I think that's really what we need to do. We can't be losing 2 games per se and get into that playoffs, because we're not going to be riding that wave. We're going to be feeling a little bit sorry for ourselves, and so I think today we've really got to go out there, really got to just get that 3 points, however it needs to be done. It could be lovely football like we played against West Brom, could be really solid, digging in kind of football that we played against Fulham. It's either or really at the moment, whatever suits the occasion, whatever suits the game. But yeah, in terms of my lineup, I think it's going to be fairly similar, as much as we can be, to the team that played against Fulham. I think in terms of injuries and stuff, I've seen a long list of, like, Colback might be out, Zinchenko might be out, Surridge might be out, obviously Lowe, Graben, Davis are already out. So it's going to be a bit of a, not maybe as strong as we would like it to be, but I believe, the next man up philosophy is working an absolute treat for Forest at the minute. Every player who picks up an injury is just being replaced by someone, and the level's not going down. There's been times in the past, and you can see it with other teams. Sort of, I think an example would have been under Sabri. At that current time, Samba Sow was really, really important to the way we wanted to play in that middle of the park, and he picked up a couple of injuries throughout the season, and I know at the time Yates came in and he wasn't quite up to the level that we needed him to be at that time, and there was games like, I think it was Hull at home, that he played because Sow got injured, and you could definitely tell a dip in class because we weren't playing how we would originally play. It was slightly different because of Yates. He, at that current time, wasn't ready. Now he perfectly is. He's absolutely fantastic, and he's been amazing this season. But at that current time, he wasn't quite ready. Whereas this season, say for example, Graben went injured, Davis came in, the level didn't change. Davis got injured, Surridge came in, the level didn't change. You look at the back, Cook got injured, Figgs came in, the level didn't change. Horvath came in for a suspended Samba, the level didn't change. Colback's been playing at wing back, out of position for Max Lowe, the level hasn't changed. So I think whoever comes in, I think it might be Laya, left wing back, maybe we might see the introduction of Xander Silva, for example, up front if Surridge isn't ready. There's some people saying that Cooper's playing a bit of mind games with this one, saying that certain players are injured when they're not really that injured. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in that regard. But whoever comes in and whoever plays, I think is really, we're not going to suffer too badly. I think the level will still kind of stay at the same, same sort of area, if you will. Because I think the players that come in are perfectly fine to come in and make that change. So yeah, really, really excited to see how this one goes. Maybe think about it. Lolly might come in for Zinchenko. If he's not fit, who knows? Well, it's hard to really predict because we're not too sure on all the details for everyone who's injured, whether they'll be actually playing or whether they're actually injured. So it's hard to do that, but I think we've got to try and go as close to that Fulham lineup as possible, with obviously a few players coming in who need to come in for injuries. But yeah, really, really excited for this one. I'm going to go with, I've got a feeling it might be a sort of a, I don't know, like, I don't watch Swansea very often, but my friends who do watch a bit of Championship football said that Swansea love to attack but aren't very good going backwards. And the last time he did play them, it was a 4-1 Forest win away at the, is it the SwanseaCity.com arena or something like that? I can't remember. All I know is as the Liberty Stadium. So I think if we're able to play our game and play it how we want it to be and not have it dictated by our opponents, then I think we could probably win 2-0. But if it is a case of having to sit in a bit and try and deal with their attacking threats, it could be maybe 2-1, 3-1 Forest, maybe 3-2. Could even be that on my days. If it's 3-2, I'd have a heart attack. I'm going to go with 2-0 Forest, and hopefully that our defence can do the job defensively and stick in there and make it hard for them to attack, even if they bombarded with attacks. Michael Obafemi is someone that I've seen, against Bournemouth, scored a couple of goals, and he's someone that's really real handful. Is it Joel Pirro as well? I think it was him who scored a couple of goals against Swansea, but I know Michael Obafemi's been getting on the score sheet fairly recently from what I've seen. So we're going to have to try and keep them quiet, but I have ultimate faith in our back five, back three, that they'll be absolutely fine to do that. So I'm going to go with 2-0 for us. Our goal scorers being Brennan Johnson, and let's go with somebody like, I'm going to go with, if he plays, Joe Lolly. Yeah, really, really excited for this one. Bit nervous as well because it's our last home game of the season and we need to win it to try and make sure we get that automatic spot, to try and really put a lot of nerves into Bournemouth if we, when we play them on Tuesday, which is going to be an absolutely massive, massive, massive game. It might be one of the biggest games in the Championship for a while. At this stage of the season, it's huge. But yeah, I'm going to go with Nottingham Forest 2. I'm going to go with Swansea 0. Hopefully it's a regular routine victory and we can just move on to Tuesday night with no more injuries. But it's the Championship and I don't see it happening. Come on, you flipping Reds. Let's hope we can get all 3 points today. I'd like it to be 2-0, but I'm not really bothered how it is, like I said, unless we... Pardon me, I don't care how it goes, other than the fact that we should be getting 3 points. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, smash that like button, subscribe to Talk Forest TV if you haven't already, and come on, you Reds.